Welcome back to Streamline Investigations. More on the Gus Lamont case, people. Police drop bombshell in the search for little Gus Lamont. This is by the Daily Mail, people, nearly 2 months after he vanished without a trace. And this is by Cameron Carpenter, Deputy News Editor, Australia, and Carly Smith, Senior Reporter, Australia. And they've done brilliant on this case, you know. And this is a report from this morning. Police will begin searching a series of remote mine shafts in South Australia, mid-north, as the hunt for the missing 4-year-old Gus Lamont continues 2 months after he vanished without a trace. The latest phases of the investigations is expected to run for up to 3 days and will see officers use specialised equipment to examine 6 uncovered and fenced mine shafts located between 5.5 km and 12 km from the Oak Park homestead where Gus was last seen. South Australian Police Deputy Commissioner Linda Williams said the shafts were not previously identified and are located outside the area already searched by crew on foot. We are determined to explore every avenue in the efforts to locate Gus Lamont and provide some closure for his family, she said. Thank God for that. These searchers will either locate evidence or eliminate these locations from further investigations by the task force. Police say the stage to make sure every possible location of interest around the homestead is checked thoroughly. But why didn't they do this before? Because, like you said, we've been saying it. Check holes in grounds, check mine shafts, check any underground buildings. Just 5 days into the search, a local told Daily Mail that many in the community feared that the little boy had fallen into one of the region's countless hidden shafts, raising questions about why it has taken police so long to search them. I've just said this. I would be more worried about the unmarked wells and mines he may have fallen into, he said. That's the talk among the locals. So, I mean, if they're thinking that, then surely the police should have looked into it far more earlier than what they have done now. It doesn't make sense, people. Most aren't on the maps. If Gus' grandparents have owned the property for a while, they should know where they are, definitely. Although I'm still finding new spots on my property. Most have different coloured material around them for being dug out, but some are flush with the ground and have overgrowth all around them. Some are easy to see, some definitely not. But hopefully Gus is just lost and not perished. The renewed search comes after police drained a large dam on the property, and technically that was the last big search on October the 31st, ruling out concerns that Gus may have drowned. This came after extensive ground and aerial searches involving the SA police, ADF personnel, SES volunteers, Indigenous trackers, and local landholders. Earlier on October the 17th, police concluded a 4-day search of Oak Park Station, building an initial 10-day operation launched immediately after Gus disappeared. The ground search at Oak Park Station has now extended to 5.5 km from the homestead. I mean, they should have done that anyway. Police say this continues to pursue multiple lines and inquiries, for the investigators say nothing uncovered so far. Points foul play. I mean, there they are there. There is Gus Lamont's grandmothers, Josie Left and Sharon Murray. Yeah, they're getting around about their daily lives at the end of the day. But like I said, sometimes you just wish they would talk more at the end of the day, that they cared a little bit more. I'm sure they do, but like I said, it's just so worrying. And there's obviously one of the sort of abandoned mine shafts, very dangerous. And, you know, kids would definitely investigate that, you would say. Gus families remain fully cooperative with police and now being supported by a dedicated victim contact officer as the search for answers soon enter its 3rd month. Despite one of the largest search efforts in the country's history involving the Australian Defence Force, helicopters with them, imaging and Aboriginal trackers, no trace of Gus has been found 8 weeks after his disappearance. The boy was last seen by his grandmother, Shannon Murray, playing on a mound of dirt outside the outside the property early evening. When she returned 30 minutes later to call him inside, he had vanished. Gus lived on the station with her grandparent Josie Murray and transgender woman, his mother Jessica, and younger brother Ronnie, who's 1. It has been reported that Gus's mum Jessica was with Josie looking for lost sheep about 10 km from the homestead when Gus disappeared. A close friend of Shannon suggested Gus could have simply wandered off, looked for his mother. It is very easy to get lost on a station that size, said the friend. Shannon grew up there and she almost got lost a few years ago. I mean, we have heard that before. Obviously, there's the father, Joshua. Her and Josie were out on motorbikes sorting out the sheep one afternoon, and they got separated for a while. She had to turn off her bike to listen out for Josie to find her way back. He's a happy little boy, happy to do his own thing, but when you address him, he gets shy and hides. Gus's father, Joshua Lamont, was living in a farmhouse in Belial North, a 2-hour drive away from the Murray Outlet Sheep Station, while still in a relationship with Jess. It is understood Mr. Lamont only found out his child was missing when police woke him at the Belial North home hours after Gus had vanished. He now appears to be living in Adelaide, more than 290 km away from where his son was last seen. Jessica has not been seen in public since Gus vanished on September the 27th. It's unbelievable. That'll be 2 months and 3 days' time. It's a complete joke that she hasn't come out or been seen. Why? Why is that, people? Does she, is she responsible for the death of Gus and is still being looked into? Who knows at the end of the day? We just don't know. But why she hasn't come out, it just doesn't make sense. It was widely understood that she remained at Oak Park Station where she was living with her parents. But you still would come outside, and surely someone would take a picture of her. Gus and 1-year-old Ronnie, the other son, she shares with Josh. Very interesting stuff, people. Let's go to some of the sort of live news that's been recorded. I'll put some of that out there for you. Part 2. Welcome back to part 2. We're going to move on to police reveal new focus on Gus Lamont's search. Newsworthy with Ben O'Shea. Let's get straight into this, people.
Australian police have announced a major development in the effort to locate missing 4-year-old Gus Lamont. SA Police says it will recommence its search for Gus, who went missing in the state's mid-north almost 2 months ago. Beginning from tomorrow, 6 mine shafts in the remote area where he was last seen will be searched. These mine shafts are uncovered and unfenced and are between 5 and 12 kilometres from the homestead where little Gus went missing on September 27. Police have admitted they were previously unaware that these mine shafts even existed. It's an area that was also not previously searched by police on foot and will now be targeted by Star Group officers and officers from Task Force Horizon, the group that was specially formed to find Gus. The officers will deploy specialised equipment in the search, which is expected to last 3 days.
I mean, obviously the big question is why didn't they have this information before about searching the mine shaft? So it's 6 mine shafts, the news says, that are going to be searched, which are in the area and not very far from the home. So a mine shaft is a vertical or near vertical tunnel that provides access to an underground mine or body, serving as a pathway for personnel, equipment and extracted materials. These shafts are crucial for ventilation and transportation in underground mines. But obviously some of these mines are shut down. But like I said, bodies, a child's body could have fallen down here, which can be dug for both mineral extractions and civil engineering projects like the tunnels. Obviously, mining must have been something big back in the day with this, with the family, Gus's family. Purpose is to provide a vertical connection between the surface and the underground mine to access mineral deposits. Function, it is used to transport miners, materials and equipment up and down, is a critical component for mine ventilation. And don't forget, people, like I said, these mine shafts are probably haven't been used for many, many years. Characteristics, shafts can be vary greatly in size, shape and depth depending on the specific mine's needs and the geology it passes through. Types: mine shafts, a vertical tunnel that starts at the surface; subshaft, a vertical tunnel that starts underground and extends upwards. Civil engineering, while often associated with mining shafts, are also used for civil engineering projects such as accessing sewer tunnels. So that's some of the things about mine shafts, whether they're in use or not. There's some really, really good information. Let's just hope that the family are telling the truth, and that, like I said, he may have fallen and is sadly died in one of those mine shafts. But we never know until they search it. If he's not there, what the hell are we going to do next? But like I said, we've still got to keep his case out there. Let me know your thoughts, people. Don't forget to subscribe to Streamline Investigations and my second channel, Streamline Entertainment. Thank you very much indeed.